we are in cooperation and working with the Archdiocese of Hagatna, giving Mass in honor of our survivors and to remember that infamous day in our island's history, 71 years ago, when our island was invaded and eventually occupied by enemy forces during World War II. And on that day, Mass was being given by Bishop Polano, and many of our island residents were in attendance because this Mass was in honor of the island's patron saint. And in the middle of the Mass, people were abuzz because they saw aircraft in the sky, and then eventually learned of the bombing and the strafing of the village of Sumay. And fearing for those that were in attendance, Bishop Polano halted the Mass and instructed those that were in attendance to gather their families and to seek shelter. That day was the start again of over 2.5 years of occupation, enemy occupation on our island. But also more significantly, more importantly, is the Mass that they were holding when this was occurring was stopped, and for many years, our people haven't had the opportunity to finish that Mass. And so this is the third year that the Guam War Survivor Memorial Foundation is hosting this Mass, with the generosity and the assistance of many in our community who have stepped forward to assist in the financing and the financials of this event. We're going to have the Mass again 9:30 at the Dulce Nombre di Maria Cathedral Basilica. The Archbishop, that's the Archbishop's Mass, so he will be saying the Mass. And then immediately after is a light breakfast serving that we're going to have in Skinner's Plaza for those that are in attendance. Again, this is in honor of our survivors and in recognition for what they went through, and to provide them the opportunity to finish what they could not finish 71 years ago. And I wanted to say that, when we first put this together, one of the things that we realized is that while this has been a promise and a commitment by this foundation to continue to honor them, and this is one of those events that we going to continue to have on December 8th. One of these days, there's not going to be any of the survivors that will be able to attend this Mass. And so, until that time, and until there are survivors, and they continue to await the recognition, and the national recognition that they truly deserve, we're going to continue to do our part to honor them and to remember the sacrifices they went through. And more importantly, is to continue to pray to God that what they went through, which is what their wishes are, what they went through, generations now and generations to come would never have to experience the same thing that they went through. So I invite everybody, please, on the 8th of December, that's a Saturday, 9:30, a Mass in their honor. And then we invite everybody again to the light breakfast serving in Skinner's Plaza.
And one of the things that you have done over the last few years is this war survivors and getting their stories out. And like you said, there's not that many of them left. And this Mass also provides an opportunity for them to share their stories.
Right, it does. It does. It's great to see a lot of them that are still there. And one of the things that always occurs during the I guess the celebration afterwards, the Inafa Maulik, as we call it, is people, they take the time to talk to many people. One of the things that we've learned is that family members, bringing their manamko to this, they somehow open up to them, and tell them about about their experiences, things that they've never heard, and in this case, for some of them, they haven't spoken about for over 71 years. This gives them a place to be able to be at peace, hopefully, but also to honor them. Again, we do this because it's been our commitment that while they continue to wait for that recognition, we're going to honor them. If if the United States government does not want to honor the last of those that experienced those atrocities in World War II to be recognized. Till that time, we're going to continue to honor them. So this is for them.